So I thank the Noble Lord Harries of Pendergarth for bringing us this bill for this initiative and for the fine introduction. And I've agreed with many of the speeches already, perhaps notably the Noble Lady Baroness Uden and particularly the Noble Lady Baroness Blower with her expressions of concern about Prevent. But given the time limit, I'm going to focus on Clause 1.5, the required inclusion in educational directions of respect for the environment, following on from the contribution of the Right Reverend Bishop of Sheffield. And I repeat the Right Reverend's question about where is the new GCSE in natural history to put to the Minister. Now, we know that we have inherited a disastrous set of values and attitudes towards the environment. Ideas that, thinking that goes back a long way, that we have adopted into our intellectual tradition, ideas like the great chain of being, the concept that human beings are some kind of pinnacle of life, that the whole complex of life on Earth, the living system that James Lovelock identified as Gaia, evolved over billions of years. The idea that these are there for us as a species, that are under our control and there for our exploitation. The 21st century has exposed that as the dangerous fallacy that it is. The climate emergency, the nature crisis, the poisoning of our planet with novel entities, 6 of the 9 planetary boundaries exceeded. We know that there are other intellectual traditions, other ways of looking at the world that are attracting attention from our scientists, from our researchers. I note that, for example, across many African religions, there's a concept of ukama, that animals are part of a community with humans, emphasising mutual dependence and a sense of unity, and, at least sometimes, a moral imperative of respect. Now, for those who that's perhaps going a bit far, I'm going to go back to the 21st century science, which tells us that we are holobionts. We are a complex of tens of thousands of species, and we need to understand our own bodies, as the Noble Lady Baroness Morgan of Dreffelin was saying yesterday in the debate around my biocides oral question. And I would point, Noble Lords, also to a book written by a member of your Lordship's House, Baroness Willis of Somerton, not currently in her place, titled Good Nature, the New Science of How Nature Improves Our Health. We are failing our children if we do not educate them about their place as part of nature. And that needs to be part of the much broader change where our education system works to prepare people for life, not just preparing people for exams and jobs.